DINYL Nation. I'm excited this morning. It's Monday Motivation with Fred. Welcome, DINYL Nation, Second Chance family. Listen, we welcome you, all those who are looking. Listen, this is Monday. It's a new work week. It is a new day, new opportunities, walking into new promises. I mean, we're excited today, and I'm here. We got an awesome show for you today. A motivational session for you today. If you don't know, I am Fred Hill, the founder of Dialysis Is Not Your Life, the program workbook book. You can keep going on. Check us out, dialysisnotyourlife.com, and subscribe if you would, to Dialysis Is Not Your Life, the channel. Listen, today, I just want to give, we want to welcome and say, excuse me, I'm sorry, my head is kind of flowing today. I want to give this shout out today and dedicate this show to Philip Jones Jr. Philip Jones Jr. He passed away last week. He was a giant in the kidney dialysis community, the organ transplant community. He was a giant. He did so much for so many people, a whole lot for me, helped me get started with the show and different things and things in the background of going. So you are in our prayers, your family, your mother, father, your family's in our prayers. And so today we just want to dedicate this show to Philip Jones. And today it's an awesome show today, guys. I want to talk about today, win anyway. Win anyway. So when we're looking at life and challenges and whatever comes your way, I got to encourage you today that we're going to win anyway. Get in your mind. And this right here is something I want us to understand as we go through all week long. Give a shout out to my wife. She's watching today. I love you, baby doll. Let's break this thing down as we go ahead and get into it. Win, be successful or victorious in a contest or conflict. Achieve success in, prevail in, defeat or overcome the opposition, come out on top. And that's what I want to talk about today, not dealing with the contest. I'm not looking at comparison. No, I want to talk about the conflict, because this right here, this show is about dialysis being not your life. And so it has to come to a place to understand that you've got a conflict before you, but there's a choice that you've got to make, that I'm going to win anyway, not allow my circumstances or my situation to define me or define my life, but to understand there's a win in me. And I want to say this, in order for you to win anyway, you got to understand that you were born to win. Wow, you were born to win. Now I don't want you to pervert this, but to understand, in order for you to even be here today upon this earth, listen, there was a race, you and 500 up to 1 million sperm cells that was going forward to your mother's egg to impregnate the egg, and you won out of 500 to 1 million sperm cells. So that tells you that you were born to win, and you cannot allow anyone to tell you that I'm not. And so when you look at life and you look at what's going on in life, and you tell yourself, well, I can't do, but you got to come back and understand that you want to be here on earth. Understand God put you here for a reason, and you have a purpose. And I want to say this to you as we go: winners win. That's the big thing. Get that in your head, because winners will find a way to win. We're going to break this down a little bit more, but you got to understand, I don't care what your situation is, your circumstance is. I don't care how bad it is. You can find a win. And we're going to talk about that when we come back. I got a commercial I want to take you to.
Dialysis Is Not Your Life, the book and workbook by international author Fred Hill, is available on Amazon.com. The power to redefine your life while on dialysis. Dialysis is a second chance at life. So what are you doing with this chance? I know that dialysis is challenging. I was on dialysis for 3 years, chemo and peritoneal. But you can still live a high quality, fulfilled life while on dialysis. You can get your energy back, your confidence and sex life back. Still go after your dreams and live your life out loud while on dialysis. The book teaches you that dialysis is not the end for you. It is possible to live and enjoy life. The workbook takes you step by step to make it all a reality. This book and workbook are helping and changing the lives of dialysis patients across the globe. So go to Amazon.com, Order the book and workbook and get your life back. Life is waiting on you.
All right, we're back. Listen, we're talking about winning anyway. And winning anyway, for those of you who are on dialysis, listen, go to Amazon.com, get the book and workbook. Let's jump into this a little bit more. Winning anyway, we talked about when we left before commercial, that winners win. You find a way to win. You're gonna dig deep and you're gonna find a way to win. And listen, in order for you to win and find that way, you must define your win. What does a win look like to you? And you cannot allow any and everybody else to define your win, because it's not their lives to say, when you do this, then you win. When you do this, no, you got to understand that you've got to define your win. Let me break this thing down. So if I'm looking at saying, I want to lose 20 pounds. And so I cannot wait until the 20 pounds has been lost before I say I won. You have got to break all these things down to understand. Listen, when you food prep, that's a win. When you come to a place where you cut down your sugars, that's a win. When you let go of sodas, that's a win. When you start exercising, that's a win. When you start walking and running and cardio, that's a win. So what you're looking at is, and so that for that first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you lose 1 pound. You may lose half a pound. And so understand that is a win, and you've got to identify your wins. And so other people may be looking and say, well, no, you ain't lost weight. You haven't done this. But listen, you're winning. You're winning, and you got to define those things as a win. And when you define those, let me break it down like this. It takes a lot of small wins in order to get to the big win. So when you understand losing the whole 40 pounds, every time you lose an ounce, you got to count that as a win. It's a small win. So regardless of what it is, if you're starting a business, understand it's not when you open the doors and you get a whole bunch of clients, but when you get the name, when you file it with the government, that's a win for you. When you're looking at life, you cannot allow anything or anyone to define your win but you, and celebrate your small wins, because again, it's going to take the small wins in order to get to the big win. Man, that feels good right there. And to accomplish a win, you must have goals. You got to have dreams. You got to have desires, and you got to have aspirations. Let me break this a little bit. Because I want to get in this. Let's take another quick commercial right quick, and we're gonna come back because I want to dig into this a little deeper. So understand it, going from the small wins, and then understand you got to set some goals. Let's go to a commercial.
Being diagnosed with kidney disease or being on dialysis can be devastating mentally, physically, and emotionally, not only for the patient but for their families. Reset Life Counseling, LLC is here to help you through the mental stages of uncertainty. Our program is designed to teach coping skills, social care, grief counseling, and life skills to help the patient, their families, and caregivers learn more about their roles and countermeasures of kidney disease. Our goal is to counsel, coach, and empower each client to regain their health and redefine their lives. Fred Hill, the founder and CEO of Reset Life Counseling, LLC, is a former dialysis patient. He is a kidney transplant recipient and an advocate for dialysis. We have individual, family, and group sessions available. Go to dialysisisnotyourlife.com and click on resources to find out more, or call 864-256-1591 for a free consultation. It's never too late to reset your life.
All right, we're back. Listen, I want to give a quick shout out to Angie Jackson and also to Rodney Samuels. Thank you for watching the show. I want to jump into this of understanding of winning anyway. You got to accomplish a win. You got to have goals. You got to have dreams. You got to have desires, and you must have aspirations. And this is the part I want you to hear: that whenever you have plans, goals, dreams, aspirations, hopes, desires for your life, hear this: there will always be challenges, obstacles, distractions, adversity, and excuses. Always. Always, there will always be something to get in the way or stand in the way or slow you down or bring forth fear and doubt to make you feel that you can accomplish the win. But you got to put in your mind, I'm going to win anyway. I'm going to win anyway. And listen, it's going to start with changing your mental perception. Let me break this down. I want you to catch this right here. Check this. This is one of my favorite movies, and we're going to break this down. Check this out.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth.
What truth?
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon?
Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends. It is only yourself.
All right. Listen, I got to say this. Matrix is one of my favorite movies, and that's one of my favorite parts. Also, a great shout out to Audrey Mills. Thank you for watching the show as well. But we talked about changing your mental perception. And so when we saw that part, in Matrix, when the boy had the spoon and was bending it, and when Neo came and he saw him bending the spoon, he told him, listen, you can't bend the spoon because that's impossible. And understanding the movie itself, that the Matrix in which they were in is an alternate universe, if you would. And so the real universe, that's not where they were. It was an alternate place. And so in that alternate place, whatever you think, you can make it happen. So if you think that you can, it will. If you think that you can't, then you can't. Now, let me break this down. In real life, if you think that you can't do it, you can't. And if you think that you can, then understand you can. So there must be a mental perception that would change your outlook to understand, even though problems are all around and your problems are identified as the spoon. So you've got to tell your problems, there is no spoon. Because I'm going to win anyway. I'm not trying to belittle your situation. Not trying to belittle your circumstance or your situation, but you've got to understand, in order to win anyway, you got to look at your situation and say, I'm not going to allow you to define me. There is no spoon. I don't care how hard or how bad what you've been through. Now you got to begin to understand, because you can live above it, think above it. You can make actions above it. This is what I want to say. Catch this. Never let a good calamity go to waste. This is Winston Churchill. And I love this good calamity, because the reality is, I'm like, wow, how can you say good calamity? But the reality is this: when you understand calamity is an opportunity, because every invention and all medications was born through calamity. Why? Because there was a need. So when you have a problem, that means that there is a need. When something is going on, that's a need. And so you got to look beyond the need and say, hey, this is an opportunity. Whenever there's a need, there's also an opportunity to fix or fulfill the need. So understand, don't wait on somebody else to do it. You do it. It's your life. life. Don't wait on somebody else to change your life for you, to make things happen for you. You can do this because reality, hear this, there is no spoon. Man, I love this. Your problems are winning opportunities for your life. So you've got to decide to win anyway. You got to decide to win anyway. And to win, catch this, to win, you got to rid yourself of excuses, fears, and insecurities. Now, we're going to jump on that right after this commercial. We're going to come right back to it. Here we go.
Many life insurance companies consider kidney disease or being a kidney transplant patient a high risk and will not provide coverage. But there's good news. If you're in South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Maryland, Virginia, or New Jersey, you can be covered with whole life insurance. Not only for kidney disease, but many chronic illnesses are now covered. Call 864-316-6124 to get the coverage you need. Give your loved ones the assurance they need knowing you are covered.
Right. If you're a kidney transplant patient, or if you kidney disease, dialysis, and you don't have life insurance, please call. I'll give you the information. The number was 316-6124. All right. Let me jump into this of winning anyway. And it says this, that you must rid yourself of excuses, fears, and insecurities. Let's break this down real quick. Excuses, giving false reasons of why you cannot do something. And so you're giving yourself a spoon when you sit and giving the thing of bringing excuses, saying, well, I can't do it because this, I can't make it happen because this, or pointing a finger of blame to say I'm here because of him, them, they. However, now I don't want to belittle anyone, because understand, you might have been raped, you might have been molested, you might have been beaten, you've gone through divorce. I mean, it could be as bad as it is, but understand there must be something inside of you to say, I'm not going to give an excuse to what they did to me, or the mistakes that I have made myself to cause me to remain where I am when there's so much life beyond where I am. You can start businesses. You can get your hopes, dreams back. Listen, I don't care how bad the divorce is. You can still live and live big. You may be on dialysis, but you still got to count it a win, because it is a second chance at life. And understand, it gives me the opportunity to spend time with my wife, my children, to continue to live and to do. So I'm telling you, you got to find a way to win. And it must be in your mind to say, listen, there's no spoon. It's an opportunity for me to fix the problem, to fulfill a need. So I'm not going to allow myself to bring whatever the excuse is to say, hey, I can't do this, or we're not going to do it. Okay, fear. This is a good one right here. An unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, someone or something is likely to cause pain, or someone or something is a threat. And I think that last one is the main one when you're looking at going forth in life and you're looking at everything as a threat. But the biggest thing about this is, how can we allow our emotions to stop us from living? How can we allow our emotions, the emotions that we have, to direct what we do, what we don't do, to remain in depression and not live life, or to be mad, unforgive? No, there's more to life than that. We can no longer allow our emotions to lead us. We got to break free from that if you could choose to win. And your insecurities, uncertainty, anxiety about yourself, lack of confidence, self-sabotage. That's what it's all about. Self-doubt, because you're talking yourself saying, I can't do, I'm not good enough, because of whatever the excuse may be or the fear may be. It all works together, but you got to break those things. Listen, do it scared, do it with no money, do it divorced, do it anxious. Just do it. Step out, have faith, believe God, step out and make your life better. Find a win and tell yourself, I'm going to win. For somebody that's depressed this morning, your win could be just get out of bed. Get out of bed this morning. Wash your face, take a shower and put clothes on, put on some cartoons or whatever, and count it as a win today. Count it as a win. Listen, you've got to change. You got to change your mental perception. and you got to win anyway. Listen, in life, whether it's whatever the situation, whatever it is, hear this: there is no spoon. You got to change your mental perception and understand there's only opportunity for you to win in life. So choose today to win anyway. Win anyway. Man, we're excited. Yvette, it's so good to see you. I'll give you a shout out this morning as well. Thank you for watching the show. I say to you as we close, life is waiting on you. So go and live life without excuses. Win anyway. Whatever you face today, tomorrow, throughout this week, next month, yet next year, understand it may look like an obstacle. It may look like problems. It may look like a huge challenge, but understand, change your perception and declare there is no spoon. This is opportunity for me to win. Listen, go live life and go get it. If you need me to speak, if you need to come for me to motivate, if there's anything that you need, check me out. Questions that you may have, information, dialysis is notyourlife.com, or you can email me, fredhill808@gmail.com, and we're right here ready to help in any way, form, shape, fashion. So we are here. Thank you for watching the show, and until next week, listen, go live your life. Life is waiting on you. Dialysis is not your life.